Hi guys, good evening. Hi Jeremy, hi Shrikant, hi Devinder, good evening. Hi Manu, good evening. Dogs, and are you a pet owner? No, I am not. Hi Kulwant Singh ji, good evening. So guys, I anticipated this bounce last time we spoke. I think it was Monday night, 21st. Yeah, Sunday night we spoke about the bounce. We got that bounce yesterday and today. We almost came in close into the 12 EMA, which was 4460, 58 and Fibonacci level. So let's see how it goes from here, because things are panning up for a big move. And that big move is coming, maybe this week or next week. It's coming. Hi Pankaj, hi Joyful, hi Nilesh, bye, hi Rajesh, hi Vani, hi Manjunath. Good evening, guys. All right, it's 10:15, so thanks and welcome. Yes, tomorrow will be a day which will be stock specific, but I still see that uh, there's a potential to test that upper area for the right shoulder for head and shoulders on ES. So let's see. I'll be like most likely taking a back seat tomorrow, see how it comes out, because there are days when you just need to wait and watch. Otherwise, you'll end up losing money. And the main goal is to keep the money in your account and then make profit, not to bet the money and lose it. Hi Shri, hi Tarish. Good evening, guys. Okay, so I'll start at 10:15. Uh, I'll start from my simple scan. This I posted open equals to low, open equals to high. This usually works most of the time. So today, if you see the SPY open and high were same, so it was a clear indication. Yes, you can go short. I think SPX should have been a point here and there, but more or less it worked out. So is Costco. I posted about Costco in the morning, but it didn't move much. Texas Instrument went down. UHL, WWE had open and low as same, so it went high. GME is there. Like from all of these, I only trade Costco. So it's there. Then let's go for an inside day scan. So we have 12 of them, and let me just add. And you will see that most of them are industrials. So they are actually waiting for some action. Costco, McDonald's, Caterpillar, these are all Dow stocks. Crowd, Zscaler, these are cybersecurity. And PanW cooled off substantially today. So let me just make a note of that. This is my list. I want to definitely get rid of target. It has failed. It broke down. I want to get rid of UNH for now. I do want to bring Caterpillar. So I will insert a row here. So that's an inside day. Caterpillar is inside day. Yes, Caterpillar is inside day. Inside day. Up or down, we'll check. Costco. Let's see about Costco, but crowd. I think there's a potential about crowd as well. Because crowd or Z scalar, they are getting tight on a range. So we'll figure out whether they are inside day up or down. Then I'm going to check on bullish candle patterns on the daily time frame. Hammer, morning star, morning dodgy star. If I get McDonald's, Okay, let me see what is McDonald's chart. Uh, After hours, I don't need them. Let's see. One day, it's a hammer at the bottom. So McDonald looks good. So I can include McDonald's here. Okay, I think we have a big list then. Uh, So Snow and Nvidia have earnings tomorrow. Kulvanji, let's address Snow and Nvidia today. Lulu will see when it comes to that point. Uh, okay, I'm gonna start on ES first, and let's look at the level. Like this 4395 level, I have mentioned this has held really substantially. We cleared this one. We came close to 4450, but then couldn't cross it. 15,000 we tried. We even went to 1570, 15120 area and then returned. So we need to see this. This 362, 363 we are holding. Apple is struggling to cross 177. It's trying, but it's trying like it's not there. Adobe 518, 521 are like kind of achieved. Amazon is around this corner, not able to cross. BA is still around this corner. DDoc tried 96, then failed. Google did 130. Meta is in this range. Like every time it comes to 289, 288, it's a sell. Microsoft did 324. Netflix did 415 today. Nvidia did 456 and now struggling. Roku failed. Snow did 154-ish. Tesla did 232, 236, and now it's retracing. So I assume that all these levels were good for you, and you can make a trade of these on your own by understanding the logic behind it, not by just following the alerts. So let's start with ES. So I missed one scan on the bearish side. Bearish candle patterns, none. Okay, just want to make sure. So I'm going to start with ES first. So ES, last time we talked that I anticipate a head and shoulders move on ES. So I anticipated a back test of 12 EMA, which is 4440. And today's high was 4440. So we almost came in close. And you see, this is a head and shoulder set up. Now, this will be complete if we lose 4382. So 4382 is the number which you need to keep in mind during the intraday or during after hours tomorrow, once NVIDIA numbers are out. If we are losing 4382, that's the area we want to go down short. The area between 4395 and 4382 is an area where we have a lot of support. The buyers are showing up. I don't know how, but they are trying to hold this 4395. So till the moment we are holding 4395, and I think I shared this in the Telegram community about the book map, and I also talked about NQ on the book map and shared that. So this area is an area which is the decider. Okay. Now we are building a shape, but this shape is still incomplete unless we break down 4380, or like this is an area. 4350 is a perfect area. Like 4350, if we lose, I think we are done. Then we are looking at least 4260, 4200 area, at least. Because usually this is the height of the head and shoulders. So this if is shoulder 1, we should anticipate exactly equal height on minus S1, the length which we can find support. This should happen in straight line. So that's why I'm saying 4380 is important. 4325 is a gap which needs to be filled. That's an important area. And then 4260. In between, I'll just ignore the futures. There are hardly any volume which is trading in futures. And let's go to the book map for a second. For ES. When is keep hanging around that 40 tough resistance to break? Yes, that means it's a tough area to break. And right now we have a massive order of 293. Like people who have Think or Swim, the ES book map is totally free. If you want to use it, you should use it. It will give you a clear picture of where things are. Right now you see 4435, 4440 is an area where we anticipate the resistance, which exactly aligns with the 12 EMA. Then we are looking at 4405-ish area, where we have found the support. If we lose this area, then we should, I don't see anything below that. Then 4337, that's like way too far. So for now, I think the range should be between 44.5 to 44.40-ish area. In this area, the buying happens around 44.5 to 44.10, and then selling happens around 44.40. So in my levels, I have 43.95 as my stop loss, which now everybody knows is a very solid level. Uh, where I can buy, I should buy above 44.5 to 44.10, I would say in a range. Buy in the range 44.05 or 45.10. The stop loss is 4441, not stop loss, the target 4441, 4458. In between 44.20-ish area, 25-ish area is another mid target. Now here, positives, if I have to write, morning star continuation failed because this was a morning star. Now in an ideal morning star, we should have covered this red candle body by the green candle. We should have done something like this. Then it would have become a clear morning star, but it failed. It did not make a hammer because it has a small body. It just tried to test and failed. So right now the positives are, I would say, really none. It's just that 43.95 was held religiously. 43.90. Unless it is taken out, and I'm going to give 50-50 to ES. And now it's a failed morning star. It should fill the gap. So where should we sell? We should sell as soon as we lose 43.95. You want to sell, go for it. 43.95. First area is 44.80. That's the main breakdown. If we lose that, then 43.25 should fill this gap. That's on ES. So 43.80, if like once we lose 43.95, we should hit 43.80 and then the gap, which I should. On the upside, we should hit 12 EMA and the 38.2 Fibonacci area. That is ES. Now let's jump on to NQ. NQ had a better morning star. It covered the entire body totally, but then it could not give a follow through. It made a doji right here. Now, doji means that it has done the back test, which is really important. Now, if it fails, Sunny, what did I do? 3380. No, there is nothing 3380. I don't know what you're mentioning 3380. So for me, 15,070 is an area right now for the test. That is my stop loss area. If I have to short, I would short here. So 15,070 is my, oh, it's on the wrong side. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah. 15,070 is my short. So sell on rise, because the theme is that there. On NQ, sell on rise towards 15,000, 30 to 50. If it comes in that range, sell it. You should be able to like get 15 points, 50 points, 15,000. And then this area, which is 14,850. Now, in this case, it did the back test of 12 EMA and making a dodgy. So I'm writing the negative comments first. Back tested 12 EMA, made dodgy after Morningstar. So it shows that the market was not sure what to do after the Morningstar. So most likely that was a short covering. If you had a perfect Morningstar follow through, it means that the bottom was in. But in this case, the Morningstar was followed by a dodgy. It means the price action was majority on the short covering, not the actual uh, buying. And this can be confirmed if we can look at the volume of the futures. I'll add the volume here. That volume, you see the big green candle right here. The volume was low as compared to the dodgy, and today's volume was similar. So Friday move and today move, they try to like offset each other. So I am a little unsure about the volume, because I usually do not consider, but volume gives you a clarity that yes, the sentiment is going with strength or without strength. The trend is clearly negative because the 34 EMA is above the 12 EMA. So trend is bias wise, I'm neutral on ES and neutral here on NQ. Now, this is my shorting area, and I think it should be 50-50 because we are around that area. Now, in case you want to buy, try a buy above this dodgy. So 960 is my stop loss, 14,960. Buy above 15,000. It can tell 1570. Now, this number you will find a little tricky. Because I have two options. Either I can wait for 12 EMA fail and then short, or if it dips to 14,960, I can try long. So it's a little tricky tomorrow based on all the what you say ERs in the after hours. QQQ. QQQ is 363. Right now it's showing some strength. It again did a back test of 12 EMA, came close to 23.6 Fibonacci and 34 EMA. Exactly similar chart to triple Q. Now, if it loses this area, this was the price action. Today low was around this, and this is the top where it is finding resistance. The dodgy, the close, the close, the close, somewhere high, and then that's it. So this line is really, really important, 366, which is around the 12 EMA. If you have to try long above this or let it come down a little bit. Exactly same thing, a little tricky, that if you want to try a short with 365.80 stop loss. And sell on rise, or meaning buy puts around 364, 365. If it comes in this region, buy for puts and then look out for 362.50 and then 357.50. 362.50, 357.50. That's the potential trade on the, and here, if you want to keep the dip buy, try 362.50 as your stop loss. So here you can buy above 363.50, which is the close. Look out for 365.80 and then 367.60. Yes. So these are the, and my bias is totally neutral. So no sell on line, meaning that if it goes higher, you need to sell the futures. If you are, or if you're an option trader, you can buy puts. Let it go high and then you buy puts. That's means sell on rise. Apple. Apple is trying hard to cross this 177-ish area. Uh, this was a good stopping point, provided good support. Now it's acting as a resistance. There may be a possibility tomorrow it may test the 12 EMA, finishes its job. But one thing which is really, really difficult for me is that it moved up from bottom to here and then made a doji. Doji is a sense of unsureness or unsurety. So I will short Apple because it's a 38.2 Fibonacci area. So I would say back test of 12 EMA and fail below 38.2 Fib, go short or buy puts. So for Apple, my take is short. I'm going to keep 177.30 as my stop loss. No, sell below 177.30. My stop loss is 12 EMA, which is 178.65. And then target is then gap 176.25 and then 176.10 or 15 is a gap, then 173.50. So Apple trend wise is neutral because it was trying to show strength, but for tomorrow I am just marking it as short. If it goes higher, I'll be most likely shorting it. Adobe did the target of 521 and now it's hovering around that. Like it went to 530, but couldn't manage to hold it. Now, if it loses, like Adobe is another AI theme story. So if you are interested to play NVIDIA, Adobe can be one more trade you can play. There's a gap which needs to be filled. There is a gap which needs to be filled. The price is losing the strength. And if we lose like 519, possibly 509, and 509 is everything right now for Adobe. If we lose 509, there is a perfect down move for 493, which was a previous resistance. So for Adobe, I want to go short. Because it achieved my thing. So 521.60 is my stop loss. I want to mark this into my red shade. Now the reason is it broke out, but it had a massive green red candle, and it's kind of rejected from 61.8 Fibonacci level. So when you like write these points, you know the importance of these points, and when you're taking trade, these points will give you confidence that a rejection from 68.2 should take it to 38.2. So test 38.2% Fibonacci. So sell below 12 EMA. Now, if it comes into this setup, I will trade. Otherwise, there's no point. 517.65. So 517.65. If we get this opportunity, we'll do that. 509 and 493. And don't be surprised to see Adobe moving $20 after Nvidia. People, I'll say AI, Nvidia, ER play. If you want to, like, if you think Nvidia is going to go down, or even if it just eats the premium, the momentum can crush Adobe. AMD. AMD is in a very tight zone. Like today is a bearish engulfing candle. Why this is important? The breakdown happened for the bull flag right here. And then since the breakdown happened, we were trying to do a back test. Back test was complete today. And now we have covered this entire body totally. So the selling pressure was intense. It covered the entire body of Monday, and brought it below that. So this is a bearish engulfing. So AMD is short. Again, we should always trade on what we see. It is bearish engulfing. If you start thinking that, oh, I think it's going to go down, then you will end up making a lot of losses. Now you see there was a good support at around 107 area, where it used to come and used to find some support. Now that will become an important stop loss. 107. You can sell below or sell on rise, I would say, in case you get an opportunity. Sell on rise to 106, 106. Like in this region, you can try this. We should test 102, 103.75. And then 99.50. Now go long only above 11130. Even if like in the after hours, if AMD tries to show some strength and go higher, wait for 111. It has failed 111 so many times that I'll not be surprised if it fails one more time. So keep an eye on 111 number. Otherwise, I am going short on AMD. Amazon, I'm still holding. Amazon, I'm still thinking it's one of the best setups. The back test of 12 and 34 EMA is done. It's holding 38.2 Fibonacci area. So till the moment it's holding this area, I am fine. I want to just try long above 135-ish or this area. And right now, the path of least resistance is this side. See, on the downside, we have Fibonacci, which is 38.2. We have the regression channel blue line, regression channel red line, the 34 EMA. Now, all these four factors are providing the support. On the upside, I just need to clear the 12 EMA. Once I clear, I have open blue sky towards 140. So the path of least resistance is upside as compared to the downside. Now, if we lose 133, then things will get changed and will fill the gap. So for Amazon, the levels are fine. All I need to do is I need to put a sell below 133. Come on. Oh, gap fill. So Amazon is the one stock, first stock which I'm positive. BA, uh, BA, I have mentioned that we are going with 230 calls. So I'm holding those 230 calls. It back tested 12 EMA and it managed to hold on to this gap. Last time we talked about this. So this is island gap which it has managed to hold. The importance of this was that in the last 6 to 8 months, this gap which it managed to hold was a region for massive resistance. It has failed this region so many times. Now it's getting ready. So in case market needs to find support, Caterpillar is one, uh, BA is second, which could provide support. So I really want to try BA. My only thing is I have to keep a very tight stop loss on BA. If it works, it works well. If it fails, it fails very badly. So for BA, I am positive. It has managed to regain about 34, back tested to or like regained, reclaimed 12, tested 12 EMA. All these are the positive factors. Buy above. So my stop loss is, I would keep this stop loss to, like, in case you're not able to find a stop loss, it's a very simple technique which I'm going to tell you. Look at the body here and split this into half. That's a perfect stop loss for any trade you're taking. So 229 is an absolutely good stop loss for BA. If it loses to 29, then leave it. Buy above where it closed, which is 230.50, the 12 EM area. If it is there, should aim for this price action because it made the low and then the close to 35, to 35, and the Fibonacci right here to not the Fibonacci, the selling zone of 237. Kunal, Moderna has already done. I was on that list from 106 to 116. So Moderna doesn't work on technicals. There was a news, so it's running. So BA is done. Caterpillar. Caterpillar is an inside day. And again, same thing. It's trying to hold on to the gap. Now, I want Caterpillar to do a back test of 34. So my stop loss is 266. So I'm actually keeping neutral on Caterpillar and I want to buy the dip or buy and dip to 267, 68 area. My stop loss is 260. I would say if it fills the gap 265, target is 275 and 281. So for okay, I need to 1 second. I just need to do a formatting. 1 second, guys. So these are my targets on Caterpillar. So I want inside day up, down both. I'd say it's a down move because I'm trying to fill the gap. Inside day down, fill the gap and go long. Crowd, CAWD. Crowd is an inside day, it's holding, and like the 12 and 34 are very, very tight. So in case market loses the momentum, crowd is in a very tight zone in this area. They have earnings next week, not this week. 148 is a very important area. Right now, it's a flag which is there. The tops are being managed. If you want to call this inverted head and shoulders, it's there, but it's not clean. So in case market gives you some push, keep along on crowd. So stop loss is 150, which is a 12 EMA. Buy in dip if you get 151-ish area. Look for this area where it has found resistance 154.50 or 155-ish. It has failed 155 so many times and 162. That's crowd. D-Dog has done the job, so I'm eliminating D-Dog for now. It has done its job, now it should rest. Google is a hammer on the top. It's a hammer. It's an inside day. It managed to hold on to this and then tried an attempt. Now, again, same thing is happening. It's holding this area, trying to break higher. It's showing some positive signs. And there's an arrow on here. So let me just see what which pattern it is showing. No. I don't know which pattern it's showing. It's not giving me a clear idea. Let me just check it 1 second. Floating. Let's see if it gives me. It's up signal. Okay, it's a moving exponential. It's showing moving exponential. It closed above the 12 EMA. So it's a hammer, not a clean one, but a hammer. So tested 34 and I would say reclaimed 12 and 34 EMA and bounced. Sell below 126.80 only. Now, in this case, I want to go above 129 where we closed. So Google is positive. 129. Come on. Stop loss should be 128.10. I should be aiming at 131 and 134. 131.50, 134. So in case market goes into the positive direction, as I said, I anticipate market to go higher on the upside to test the 44.60 area. If it does, Google and Amazon should be my leaders. Meta, is get the short out of this stock. Every time it comes here, just short it. I don't know who is texting me like insanely. Bloody hell. 1 second, guys. Somebody's texting me like 10 texts in last 1 minute. So the trend is clearly negative on Meta. It has lost the support. There are multiple areas on Meta where it has. See, this was the area where it found the resistance in the past. It broke out. Now it backtested once on the 34 EMA. Now, for the very first time since it moved from 100, the EMA has converted. EMA is negative now. Like 12 is lagging 34. Now, I wanted to flush. If anything has to go down, Meta should go down. Last time when Ripster was here on the call, it was around 300, and I mentioned get the short out of this stock. It went down to 274. Now, I anticipate the same levels on Meta. Sell on rise. If it comes here, just sell this. 1234 are negative now. Microsoft. Did a bounce as we anticipated last time that it has filled the gap and it should move towards 2324. It has done that. Now the 12 EMA is your case. If it loses 321, this black dotted line, because it has back tested and failed, if we lose this area tomorrow, I'll be looking to short Microsoft. So my intent is if we lose 321, 322, sell Microsoft. Otherwise, you can try long on Microsoft. For Microsoft, sell below 321 now. For longs, 321 is your stop loss and EMA is 323. Go long above 323. And I'm neutral because if it loses 321, there's a high potential of it going down. Today it tried 326 where it has failed multiple times. So 326, 328, 60 are possible targets if it tries to show strength. But the moment it loses 321, that's it. It's time to short it. Netflix, I think Netflix has finally found a base. It needs to test that 418, 423. Like all the other stocks have back tested. This is the only stock which has not back tested yet. It did the head and shoulders, but it bounced. So this head and shoulder is now failed. All right. Now, if something is failed, it should, and with COVID in place, I posted the 3 reasons why I think Netflix is a good trade. And today I mentioned Netflix trade and I made a good profit on that. So tomorrow, if something I have to buy, I'll keep an eye on 410. So Netflix is my super sexy positive trade. If something I have to buy, I will be looking to buy Netflix. And this is my color in blue. That's my favorite setup going in tomorrow. My stop loss is 409, buy near 411. If you get a dip, 411 is your area, which is the Fibonacci area. And you would have noticed it tried to hold 411 throughout the day. 410 target 418, 423. If we lose, sell below 409. NVIDIA. So that's the main thing. So let me just start with NVIDIA flow because that's everybody's interest on NVIDIA's flow. Now look at three things here. I'm gonna change the screen style. I'm gonna time. What, only one day? Where is the time thing? Views only DP. So you see, we had two dark pools. So let's see. There are dark pools of 122 million at 456.68. There is a dark pool at 462 in the afternoon at 12 o'clock. So first, let me just hide next 10 hours and focus on 12 o'clock dark pool. So yeah, there used to be an option to choose a time frame. Where is that gone? So this 462 came at right 12 o'clock. Just focus on this, okay? 462, 12 o'clock. It was right here at 12 o'clock. The moment it came, it was a 53 million dark pool. It went down and it never recovered throughout the day. Even if market recovered, Nvidia did not. So this is an important number to remember for tomorrow, 462. Now tomorrow, if because this is the massive dark pool of 280 million. Now I also want to check what happened at 1203 in terms of option flow. Okay, so let's go to the option flow 1203. The options are huge on Nvidia. So I think I need to filter. I'm going to remove the multi-leg for now and see 1203 what came in. Because if dark pool is followed by a option trade, that is a really good trade. So I don't see any massive 100,000. It's nothing. So it's not here. Let me see if there was a multi-leg at 12 o'clock. Yes, there was a multi-leg. See right here. See, the dark pool was followed by this massive trade. What this trade is, this is a butterfly of, this is a broken butterfly for 2024. 400 calls were bought for 3,000 quantity. 550 calls were sold and then 700 calls were bought. So it's a butterfly. Like again, it should be 3,000. No, it's a well-planned trade. It's a butterfly with like different leg size. I usually do this when I am trying to trade on a very heavy quantity. So this should act really nicely. There must be 1,000 lots somewhere else as well for 550. So with that, uh, this is a bullish trade. As of now, it seems. So somebody hedged that kind of quantity. And if you convert that 53 million trade, it should come out around some number of stocks which should kind of hedge this position. So this is one which is really important. I'm just making a note on my notepad. Just typing this. If somebody is really, really helpful, can you type this in my Telegram community? I can copy paste. We can check the open interest for them tomorrow in the morning. So this is really important. Anything else which is high on premium? Let me just filter anything above 500. This is a trade. See, when we are looking at multi-legs and filtering, make sure the timestamp is same. That confirms the multi-leg. And 436 to 18. This is a little off. Off. Most of them are selling 460s. Selling of 460 calls. And that to November 17. Selling of 460 calls. And these are not small quantities, these are heavy quantities. So let's look at them one by one. 460 first. So 460, you see, there's a chart. This is the price of that option. The price was, the open interest is increasing. You see, the open interest is going higher. This was getting sold and the open interest was getting higher. Today also, there is a good volume in this. So tomorrow, if we see an addition into 2441, can somebody please take a note of this for me? Bhagwan aapka bhala karega. If you can make a note, because it's like really difficult for me to do things at the same time. Let me just make a note on my end. I don't trust anybody. So 822. Where is my pen? 822.23 NVIDIA. So the strike is 460 calls, 1117.23 open interest volume. So the open interest is 2441, volume is 1489. The price of the option price has come down. You can see that option price, when the option price was going up, the open interest was getting down. The volume was getting down, which means that this is heavily shorted, heavily shorted. If something happens tomorrow, this will run because this is highly shorted. 2400 trades are there. That's one important aspect. I'm spending some time because it's really important people take good cognizance of these trades. 500. Now this should be same thing. This is also in the similar setup. The price, but the open interest was held really well. Yesterday, the day before yesterday, when the price went up, somebody closed the positions. So these were added. Somebody, see, when you see the option price going up and price is reducing, it means somebody is exiting. The option price came down, somebody added. So this, I think this will be interesting. I'm just making a note. So tomorrow morning, if the open interest is higher, I'll check. The option price has gone down as well. I may not be surprised if tomorrow the option premium gets scaled really badly on NVIDIA. I will not be surprised. So 500 calls of 2024. This is the one I want to check. No, we already checked that. 460, 500. If I filter this 461, right, you will see that these are not small trades. These are $1 million trades. That was a butterfly, Raghu. That's, I already checked that. 770 calls. That's, I think, is a butterfly most likely. $850 call. Wow. 1295. So somebody is buying actually this and selling 400 put. This is really interesting. But this is like a massive trade into the 12, 19, 25. Somebody is really, really positive on this trade. And this came at the same price of 462, where we had the dark pool. So 500 calls. This is 850 calls. See, it does take a lot of time to interpret everything into option flow. It's not simpler. And 400 puts. These were bought. These were sold. 1295. Now let me check anything. This is the last thing I'm gonna check. Let's see if we have 1000. So you can see this massive volume. So tomorrow, if it goes into the volume, I think it means these are additions. So 1014 is the volume. 242 is the open interest. Price of the option has gone down. Then 400 put. This is like a $9 million trade. No, 6 million. And 7.6 million. Okay, 400 put. Exactly same volume. 1014 volume, open interest was 1475. Okay, I'll check them in the morning, and if I see something happening there, I'll make a note. Last one was a butterfly. I'll make a note of these are all calls. 400, 550, 700. Calls, and calls. These are 0, 3, 5, 15, 24. Buy, sell, buy. I need. Sorry, guys, I'm just taking a little bit of time just to make everything in my notes, because I know nobody's going to help me. This is 1.9 million. Middle one is 13.5 and top one is 32.75. The open interest was 409 and the volume was 1068. This is 700. 409 1068. 401 is 1049. Volume is 3033. That is good. Should be right here. 3000 sub volume. 3029 and 813. All right. So I've made notes of all the trades which I think are meaningful on NVIDIA. So let's look at from a chart perspective. Again, earnings are earnings. Nobody can really define, but in the charts, this got rejected right from the trend line, came and found the base at 456, which is my 38.2 Fibonacci level right there. And that was my target as well, because this was holding in between 1234. The moment it jumped about 34, it never looked back. Now, important thing is tomorrow 456 is going to be a really, really game changer. If it holds 456, we could see a little move higher towards 467, 467, 481. After earnings, you don't know anything, so I'm just giving 50-50. Buy above 456. If it holds 456, you can go long. If it loses 456, your target is 444, 435. And this is intraday, again, not for the earnings. Earnings, we need to see what happens with earnings. That's my NVIDIA intraday only. McDonald's. McDonald's has an inside day, and McDonald's has is making a M. You can clearly see M. But last time it came into this zone, it started to bounce. So I anticipate something should happen. We should test 285, 288. So I'm taking long on McDonald's. When you have these charts set up clearly, you will very nicely see them that yes, what they are doing, and then you can trade based on them. So McDonald's is positive, inside day up. Inside day up and hammer at the bottom. So good positive setup on. I'll just copy this. So buy above 281. 280 is your stop loss, 285, 288. That's the targets. Roku. Roku is trying hard to hold this area. It's making a dodgy. The dodgy at the top, the dodgy at the bottom. Everything is good. Direction should change here, the dodgy. If COVID thing come into picture, there's a high possibility we might see a push high on Roku. 7860 is the 12 EMA, 78. So 78 is my 12 EMA. That's my stop loss. Dodgy at the lows. Shows the change of trend. Buy near 78, 79. The levels are good for Roku. Snow is another one. I will post the snow flow tomorrow, but snow is another one which I mentioned. It did a back test here, which is really, really important. Now, whether it breaks out or breaks down from here, this is going to be really, really the key. Now, last time when it happened, it was 170 and it came down to 142-ish area after the earnings. At that time, I'll also add the DMI for the back testing. 1 second. DMI. I'll choose the plus, the red, the ADX, the black. Then change the color. Now, last time you see the green line is showing the positive momentum. The purple line is showing the negative momentum. Last time the positive momentum was so high on snow and it ended up fading to 142. It recently tested 142. The negative momentum is high. The positive momentum is there, but the strength is okay. So tomorrow will be a really, really good thing. Whether we come down to 148 or we break above 155, that is going to be an intense trade on snow. So I'm just keeping snow levels exactly the same. for now. I want to carry a spread of 160, 180 into the next week. But that's the only thing I'm looking at. I don't want to enter here. Either I want to enter above 155 or I want to enter around 148, 149. Last one is Tesla. So I anticipated Tesla to do a back test of 12 EMA. It broke here. The candles were away, made a morning star, went and hit 12 EMA. Rejection from the Fibonacci level. Let me just remove this study. Which thing I removed? Shit, I need to add that again. I made a blunder. I did not save the style, and I think I changed so many things. Okay, I'll change this to candle. Yes. For now, let me just hide this one. And DMI and the gap finder for now. Yes. So first thing first, on the momentum changed on Tesla after a good 12-15 days. The important aspect was it did a back test. Back test is always very important. This went up, did a back test, continued in the mode. Back test, continued in the mode. Here it went down, did a back test, continued in this mode. So keep an eye on Tesla. Now coming to the levels, 236 is an important area. I would love to sell this. 236.75 is my stop loss. 236.75. Sell near 234, 235 if it comes. 232, 234. Target area is 225, 219. 60%. The morning star has completed. The morning star completed and then faded. If you want to go long above 236.75 only. Keep a stop loss of 235.50. It's going to be really hard for Tesla to cross 242, 246. All right. That's my list, guys. I just want to know 17. I'll share the Zoom link for 10 minutes. If anybody is interested or anybody has any different opinion or something they want to share, you can join in. Join only if you're interested. Do not join if you just want to come and be mute. I'll just open the YouTube and share this link. And thanks for being with me for over an hour today. I hope this is going to be helpful to you in your journey tomorrow. I am sharing the Zoom link right away. I've shared this on the chat in YouTube. Anybody is interested, please come over. More than happy to discuss few things. I'll wait for a couple of minutes if anybody wants to join in. PayPal breaking out. PayPal, yes, is showing strength. I went long in 59 calls last Friday, but then I closed them. But this is looking good. It's an inside day breakout. I'll wait for 61.9 to cross on PayPal. If it does, it will cross 65 very easily. PayPal, Mr. Sachdeva. Yes, Sunny, at least you are here. Somebody to talk to. Go ahead.
I know you always look a day ahead, and sometimes longer time frames. What do you think about the speech on Friday with Powell?
We'll address that once we are through with NVIDIA.
Okay, one step at a time.
Yes. Because then you're just kind of overwhelming ourselves with a lot of information, which is not good.
I talked to a lot of people and they're very positive on NVIDIA, but the way the theme has been going with semiconductors, even though NVIDIA is number one and they're being used by Microsoft and Amazon, it's hard to believe it will go to 500.
See, never say never. We don't know.
Never say never, right? I can't afford it anyway. I have calls in AMD. I don't know if I should hold them.
I'm not like for the last few weeks, I've not traded NVIDIA at all. I only focus on AMD.
Yeah, me too. AMD. I was focusing on AMD. I got whipsawed twice.
Yeah, that's why I don't carry any positions overnight. You know what? I just close them in the day. Even if I'm like getting a small gain, the small gain is better than a loss. So I close them.
Yeah. I haven't reached to the point that I can have over 25,000 capital to do more than 3 day trades in a 5 day
that
period.
For that, I'm using only my cash account. In my margin account, I am well above 25,000, but even then I don't carry anything.
I see.
Because this market is not a clean one directional market. So it's better to wait and watch. Okay. Hi, Shrikant. Go ahead.
Hello, Naval. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for the opportunity, and thank you very much for doing this session.
No
so,
problem.
Naval, the question I have, I'm closely following your ES levels every day. So, at what point do you think the current head and shoulder setup that you are waiting for, that's a failed head and shoulder level?
4470.
So, close above 4470, we are for another run.
Yes, and that can happen on Friday if Jerome Powell says. So like I don't want to go into that Friday because I have a lot of information which I want to talk maybe on Thursday regarding all of that. But technically 4470.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Naval. Thank you. And that's one thing I'm kind of wondering if Jerome Powell is comes
again
and
like I will say don't overthink yourself.
Okay.
Trade what you see. You cannot answer hypothetical questions at this time. First, we have an event which is well weighted by the market. Let's see how it goes. What will be the market reaction, and then we'll take it from there.
Awesome. Yeah, sure, definitely. Thank you very much for that.
Yes, Ramirez, go ahead.
Hey Naval, thanks for doing this. So I'm observing the financial sector, and I just want to see on the chart what it looks like to you. I know we do have an event on Friday. I don't know how it would affect this sector, but I just want you to see the chart and just
You
give
want to
your
share your
comment.
screen? You want to share your screen, or you want me to open the chart?
Yeah, if you can open it. I'm in Zoom from my phone, so I don't know how to share this.
Okay, tell me which ticker.
Yeah, we can see XLF, which would cover a lot of other tickers.
Yes, but there's issue with XLF. There's so many banks which are not doing good. And then
Mm-hmm.
there's JPM, then there's Bank of America, which compensates for those things. It is going down. It should have been down much more than where it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I have serious concerns about banking sector, serious concerns. I
I
think
see.
last time the banks were on the run. This time Fed may be on the run. Because again, I don't want to uh, I mentioned this last time on Sunday that I anticipate that something big is about to happen in the market, and that
Mm-hmm.
may happen in the end of this quarter. We may see some big banks to fail.
Yeah,
Really
I
big banks.
usually trade GS whenever the banks are good, but I haven't found that trade
You will
since a
not find
month
it.
now.
It will simply be in that range.
Okay, that's
It's
good to
getting
know.
ready for a very massive move.
I see. Okay. Thank you,
No
Naval.
no problems. And I will do a very good discussion about Friday on Thursday night. So we'll talk about all these points in depth. Yes, Vivek, go ahead.
Hi, Naval. Can I share my screen once?
Sure. Give me 1 second. I'll stop sharing. You can try now.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a chart of Tesla, Naval. Can we consider this as a bear flag?
This was a bear flag.
But
Yes.
okay. So I was thinking like maybe like it will do one more run up and then go
It
down.
already did. Like usually, when you're looking at this already did a big massive move and then failed dramatically. And if you can
Mhm.
see this regression channel, right? This is, I think, a trend channel for you on TradingView.
Yeah.
But this exactly does the same thing. It came to that channel and failed, and where it bounced exactly at the bottom of the channel.
Yeah.
Now it needs to fail below this 220 area to confirm the bearish flag breakdown.
Okay.
And that's why I'm saying that there's a high potential. 236 may be a very tight area for.
So I did draw my fib levels now, right? So like, and also like nowadays I'm looking into the volume shelf just to see if it works or not. So as of now, it is sitting on this volume shelf. I feel that like if it holds, it can go higher above.
See, this
Because
volume shelf is very thin. You cannot hold on to this volume shelf. You need to have a volume shelf which is around 190.
okay, like this.
Yes. The lighter the volume shelf is, the quicker you will move through it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
That's why you see the time it came to 240, the
Mhm.
volume shelf on the right side around 240. Look at that. That's the big one, right? 240,
Yeah.
240.
Mhm.
The moment it came, it find a resistance.
It rejected from there. Okay.
But there are people who want to get out from Tesla. But again, people love Tesla, so sometimes the logic doesn't work on Tesla.
Yeah, true. And like I also wanted to ask about this one all right. Just this is what I was thinking, like because tomorrow we have Nvidia earnings. If it goes like above 4413, we can like it will test 12 and like 34 EMA. But
Yeah.
if it loses, like I am expecting 4352. If it loses that, then it goes a lot down.
That's what I said. If you were not there, I don't know. I
Oh
explained.
yeah, I joined at the end. Sorry, yeah.
So I
Okay.
covered this in the first thing in the meeting.
Okay. And can you like did you get a chance to look at gold Naval by like it is forming a
We'll talk about gold on Thursday.
once we are done with the
Yes.
ball. That's it. Okay.
Because there's no
Thanks.
point talking about gold as of now.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, sir.
Anyone else has anything to discuss? We have 9 people. We have Deborah, Home. You have anything? Go ahead. Raj, Sham.
Hi, Naval. This is Rajesh. Actually,
Yes.
the name is mentioned over there. I know you have opened up the PayPal chart when you started the Zoom.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm trying to understand the technical analysis. I'm still not yet there, but would like to get your.
I mentioned that it needs to cross that 62-ish area to make
Okay.
it positive. Otherwise, it will be a failed attempt.
Okay, so 62 is that's the green line. That's for the 12 EMA.
Yes.
Okay.
If it crosses that, then I would say after the earning debacle, it's trying to regain some momentum and then may try 65. The real move will only come once we cross 66 and into the gap.
Got it.
But right now,
Well-
it is back testing, which is always there. This back testing may pursue further or fail out. You don't know.
All right. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Yes, we have Raj KK. Go ahead.
Yeah, Naval, this is Rajesh. How are you? After a long time, I joined this. So I'm in previous YouTube call, you were talking about Telegram channel. So I don't have link. So could you please ping the link in the chat so that I want to join
You
Telegram
can go
group.
to Twitter. You can go to Twitter. You can search on my profile. I posted this gazillion times. You can take it from there.
I was on our profile only, Naval. So
Go to highlights and then you will see it.
oh, okay. I was not aware about this highlights tab. Okay.
Even if you on my profile, if you type in and search, you will find it.
Oh.
Thoda sa, like you need to do some level of effort, man.
Yeah, actually new to this Twitter. So it is showing words of appreciation tweet and
Do you know how
YouTube.
to search? Type search. Do you know how to search?
Yes.
Search it, man. Why you're manually going through it?
Yeah, I
It's
got
like-
it. 7/14/2023. Yeah, thank you, Naval.
Okay. John is EMA. I use EMA, I use Fibonacci and my regression channel. Regression channel, I have made some customizations so that I can use it. And they work like a charm, John. Yes, Mr. Sham.
Hey, Naval, by UPS, I have been looking at it. Just wanted to check, what do you think? It looks like it's going to have another move down if it fails this current support.
UPS is actually breaking down further, but problem is it's well away from its EMA. So there's a possible backtest coming one day or another. That will be a good time to sell it. Not here.
Okay.
So I would wait, because if you do it here, you will end up in a mix, whether it will go up or down. If it comes here 173 and then start to lose, you know that's your trigger. Go short.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Anyone else, guys? No questions. Thank you for joining in. I hope you are learning here every day. Try to participate like you did today. I enjoy answering good questions because that also helps me to learn more. Try to be interactive and all the best for tomorrow. Have a great night. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.